I have a member with me today. His name is Mike Theisen, and he's the owner of State Farm. Hi, Mike. How are you today?
I'm good, Kim. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, I am so glad you're taking time to educate our viewers about your amazing um, team and your company. So let's start out a little bit about why State Farm.
Yeah. Why State Farm? Well, why State Farm and my team? I think first and foremost, it starts with State Farm. You're talking about the biggest insurance company in the nation, a company that insures more policyholders than anyone else, any other company, and we've done so in auto insurance since the 1920s. So it's a long-lasting reputation. We wouldn't have been there without the financial strength of being able to pay out claims as they happen, but also that goes a long way to show why so many customers have come to State Farm, because we are reliable. We are going to be there when some bad things happen. And that's ultimately why I feel proud to represent such a big company and be affiliated with a company and provide those services and products. You know, why my team at a local level? And that's where you're going to get the personal experience, the call, text, email, just a way, being able to respond and have that responsiveness. And really, when something bad happens, you want some guidance. You want someone to go to figure out, how do I get back to normal? And that's where we specialize it. And just unlike a lot of other insurance companies, we want to make sure you understand how your coverage works, making sure you and your family have money when you need it the most, and just being transparent about how everything works so that you can make the best decisions when it comes to your insurance.
What services do you provide for your clients?
Yeah, so State Farm, I mean, there's over 100 different services or products or policies, but a lot of what we focus on is the auto insurance and home insurance for sure. That's the majority of our business on a monthly basis, so we're specialists in that. But also we do help people in other ways, such as life insurance, disability bonds. We do pet insurance, a little bit of commercial insurance as well. So there's a really big scope of products that we're able to help with. And there's definitely too many to just help people all at one time. So we really do have to get to know who we're working with to be able to figure out which product or service, which plan makes most sense for that person.
It is so nice to have a one-stop shop and
Yeah.
to call an agency and know the person you're talking to and know that you're being well taken care of, because no one will take
Yeah.
care of someone like an owner, right? So
Yeah.
what advice would you give someone that's looking or shopping for insurance?
Yeah, I would say, I know it's really easy to just go online and find a quote, find a price, but I think you're really going to be lacking in the education on what the heck you're actually paying for. And is it really going to pay out if you do have an accident? They call them accidents for reasons. They're unexpected situations that come up: a home fire, a significant accident in an auto vehicle, or a vehicle with auto. And these things happen on the worst times, and they can be they can be very expensive if you don't have the coverage in place. And so that's why we want you to talk with someone, at least an insurance professional, to help guide you and help you understand what you're paying for. But also, a lot of times you miss out on discounts that you might be eligible for. So you might be shooting yourself in the foot in possible savings.
You are so right. There is nothing more important for people than their families, their
Yeah.
businesses, and their home is typically their biggest asset. And to not keep those three things protected. I mean, I have heard countless stories of people that have been financially destroyed because they didn't have proper coverage. And it's just to take something like that and go online and look for the cheapest rate.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm going to say, I need to bring up, you came highly recommended, but I look at your reviews and the consistent message in your 5-star reviews, and reviews don't lie. People don't typically write reviews when they're happy. They write reviews when they're mad. And you had 5.0 stars. And what I really noticed is that the constant message was that you were not pushy. but you were very educational.
Mhm.
And they said it was such a refreshing thing, you know, that you were educating your clients, that a few said, wow, I bought a product I didn't even know existed or realized that I even needed. And without being pushy. And so hats off to you for being that way. But I
Yeah.
know that's your personality. You are not pushy, but you're a true educator.
Yeah, I appreciate you that, and those reviews go a long ways to helping us. And that's just one of those things I pride myself on, you know, for doing this 8+ years. Is early on, it was always kind of more about how do I make myself money and by getting more sales. But as you go on and you experience claims, you experience these bad situations, either personally or customers that come in, the worst call to get is the one that, hey, why am I not covered for this? And it's something that I don't ever want that to happen to my customers, and I train my team on that.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah,
Seriously, whether they take your advice or not, they can't say you didn't tell them.
exactly.
Obviously their decision is up to them. But when
Yep.
you're with the house prices, for example, that are consistently going up, not down, and the cost of inflation, there's a fire in your home or a tornado, Mother Nature, no one thinks it's going to happen to them. And then
Yeah.
your biggest, most valuable asset that you have, one of them is your home, and then you're underinsured. So I know you can sleep at night. It must drive you crazy because, like, you and I were talking, it's like the majority of the people that you look at when you're like, take a look at, get a second opinion on your
Yeah.
insurance, which doesn't take a lot of your time. We were talking like what, 80-90% of the people don't even have proper coverage.
Yeah, it's scary some of the policies I've received. And again, there is so much to insurance. Um people think it's just one or two things that they look for, you know, the full coverage. But there's so many other policy languages and policy options that people aren't aware of. And I've seen some scary policies. I've seen, you know, $10,000 deductibles for wind or hail when someone didn't even know about it. And in Minnesota, that's the most common type of claim. So it is one of those things. Just have a professional look at your policies, your coverages, and be able to explain them, so that you have that peace of mind living your daily life if something bad happens.
People don't even realize the unfortunate part about this is people don't realize how much they need it until it's many times when it's
Yes.
too late. But like I
Yeah.
said, you know, you can rest knowing that they made the decision. It wasn't because you didn't educate them.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say I can't recommend you enough. I know you're a wonderful stand-up guy. You have a very credible product and an amazing biggest company, longest company to stand behind as well. So I highly recommend anyone watching to just take some time and get a second opinion. The worst thing that can happen is you can find out you're set. And that's a
Yeah.
great thing, great peace of mind to know. But unfortunately, most of the time, you do not find that out. Hey,
Yeah.
Mike, what is the best way for them to reach you and your team?
Yeah. We like I said, easily accessible. So call, text, or email. My office number is 952-225-5452. And again, you can call or text that email or that number. And then my email is mike@insurancemnquote.com. And that's how you can reach me via email as well. So like I said, very accessible. We respond rather quickly because we know how important it is.
And you actually take care of the calls. You don't just have somebody answering the phone and handling it. You put all your customers in the hands of you or your team to make
Yeah.
sure that they are working with the experts. Thank you so much for being a valued member of Network in Action, Mike. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your time today. Give Mike a call. You won't regret it.